Is everything recording? Looks like it. Hello everyone, or no one. Welcome back to the stream. And I have gotten 100 subscribers. Yay! Sorry if I'm not particularly enthusiastic about it. I have been horribly sick for like the past 4 days or something now. Feel absolutely awful. But I figured made it to 100 subscribers, so we should maybe do something to kind of celebrate that. It's just going to be like a modeling stream or something because I was going to maybe play some totally accurate battlegrounds, but Steam seems to be having some issues at the moment and refuses to sync correctly. Um, yeah, on the note of me being sick, I'll try to mute myself whenever I'm coughing myself to death or blowing my nose or any of the disgusting bodily noises that no one wants to hear. I'll try to keep those to a minimum if I can. Uh, let's see, as that happens, that kind of just snuck up on me. Yeah, but yeah, for the 100 subscribers thing, that's incredible. Thank you everyone who did it, even though none of them are here, but whatever. I'm still grateful. I'm very happy that I got to 100 before the end of the year, because I remember last year, which was, I think, like the last time I did one of these kind of random little streams, um, I was trying to get 50, I think. So that's pretty good, I think. And I didn't get it. I got it like the day after New Year's, which kind of sucked, but I was happy either way. But this time I've actually got 100 before the end of the year, so yay. Um, yeah, I'm gonna be, I don't know, I'm just gonna be modeling now, because that's what I'm here to do. Like I say, this is gonna be very low energy. Yeah, I've had a horrible experience with this cold. It's, had to kind of call off work because, uh, basically I was feeling so sick that I could barely keep my eyes open at times. They were just so sore. So it's like, I'm not driving down the highway like that. That's incredibly unsafe. And yeah, I'm still having that problem. My eyes are so sore to the point where I can barely move them without them hurting. The rest of my body still has that prickly feeling to it. And uh, yeah, it's just a bad time. But either way, I kind of had to, I felt like I needed to do a stream just because, I always do. And shouldn't use, I don't like, I would have actually really liked to have not streamed today and instead just like put up a video, but I don't have any made yet. So I couldn't really do that. Um, and I do kind of want to make like a proper video about getting to 100 subscribers, like, some actual little animated thing or something, but I'm just too sick at the moment to record something. I need to be in a bit more high energy of a state. So instead we're just going to do a bit of modeling. Just almost coughed up a lung there. Hang on. Also very phlegmy feeling. It's just a bad time all around. Hang on, let me see if I can find some music to keep me conscious too. Okay. Hmm. No, it's not really doing it for me. Uh, okay. Yeah, this is probably the worst stream I've done. But like I said, I feel like I do have to stream regardless because that's just kind of what I do. Uh, one moment, need to blow my nose. Oh god. I really am just in hell at the moment. No, no, oh, for God's sakes. The worst part of this cold that I've had is I think I would have gotten over it by now. It's just the thing of, like, one of the best things for it is just resting, getting some sleep, which of course I have been able to do, but I haven't gotten a single restful sleep this whole time because I've just been having weird, like, psychedelic dreams. Not even that. That would be, well, I did have that. But it's mainly the issue is it's like you ever get those dreams that you fall asleep, start having the dream, and then wake up, and then when you fall back asleep, the dream just continues on where you left off. Those are all the dreams I've been having this whole time, and they've all been horrible. Like, just really stupid, nonsensical, or just kind of just bothersome dreams. Like, the kind of dreams that's like, God, can you just stop and give me something, literally anything else? Like, nightmares would be better than this crap, because at least something not insufferable would happen, or something incredibly boring. So that's basically been why I think I haven't gotten a single. I haven't really gotten any better. It's just because that's been all of my dreams lately. Okay. Oh god, this thing. Is this even going to line up properly? And if all this wasn't bad enough, there's a stupid train blowing its whistle constantly out there. Really annoying. I don't know, this is basically just a complaining stream. Not really the most, you know, happy for having reached 100 subscribers, but, you know, I'm not really feeling the most happy at the moment. Uh, I was actually really kind of disappointed when I got 100 subscribers when I did, because like I said, I was just kind of thinking like, God, can I please get these subscribers at a time where I actually feel well and might actually be able to like appropriately react to it and respond in a positive way that isn't just suffering. So it wasn't really the best timing for it, but you know, not like I have a choice, and just be happy that I got the subscribers at all. That looks fairly good, I think. Ow. Oh god, now I've got headaches. Fantastic. Hmm. Let's do that. Alright. Excuse me. Sorry about that. God, I hope I feel better soon, because I've still got to record another, at least one more video for this year. So I kind of have, well, like I said, I kind of want to be feeling not horribly ill for that. Excuse me. In case I don't think I've said yet, I'm making like a wood burning stove here. That's kind of what I'm planning. think I'm gonna have to do redo some of the proportions on this, but this will probably be good for now to start with. Oh, why does that look so horrible? Uh, it's fine. Won't be as noticeable when it's textured. Everything tastes weird. I honestly can't remember if I said that already or not. I think I did. Hmm. Oh well, too late now to take it back. That looks too small. Yeah, that's better. Well, it's looking fairly good at the moment. Okay. Sorry if I don't talk very much, but I'm sure you can forgive me for that. It's my throat isn't particularly sore, but it's just, getting up the motivation to actually say anything in this state. Oh, that was awful. I almost threw up while blowing my nose. That actually would be good if I did that, because I basically, whenever I'm sick, if I just throw up, it instantly goes away. Like I'm really good at just expunging things from my system. It's just, the obvious problem of I need to actually do that. And I don't think it's gonna work, uh, you know, just on its own. Or like, I don't think I can really make myself throw up, and that's not really a good thing to do. And I also don't want to throw up, obviously. It's just I know that I'll immediately feel better after I do. It'll still be a horribly unpleasant experience. Yeah, so I was kind of think about what to talk about here, rather than just sitting in silence and misery. Um, that looks not correct. Hang on. Uh, oh, actually, that looks pretty good. However, I think I should have another one of these. There. Yeah, that looks good. What was I saying? Oh, right, yeah, so... Ow. God, I keep just getting headaches for a moment. I don't know if I'm talking too much and it's just setting off my brain. Um, actually, it does look about right to the reference I'm using. Um, yeah, so since, it's coming towards the end of the year, uh, I haven't really quite decided what I'm going to be doing next year. Like, I want to upload more to my main channel, especially since at this point you can barely call it my main channel. Um, but yeah, I want to make more animations and that sort of stuff. Like, I like making the gaming videos, but that's like Not exactly. And same with the animations I do make on there, like my little rants and stuff. Like those are fun, but it's not really what I want to be doing. Um, I kind of want to make more like story-based animations or big things with a plot to them. I don't know. I just kind of see the kind of a big problem I have at the moment is that animation I made for Halloween. I I kind of wanted to make a series in that style, but based on how long it took just to do like a minute, I don't even know if it was a minute. It was like, yeah, it was barely any time at all. Disappointing amount of time. Like, I slaved away on that for ages, then compiled it all together, watched it. It's like, oh God, it's barely anything. I barely made anything there. It's like, it was so short. It's very painful. Um, but yeah, I'm kind of trying to figure out if there's an alternate way I can do that. Um, because I did really like the way it turned out. It's just the problem is that what I want to make, I kind of want it to be more like a series. And on top of that, be in color, not just black and white. So it's like there's no way I can put that much work into something and do it all by myself, just like in any convenient amount of time. I'd be working on it for like years before I got a single episode out. So I'm not really sure what the solution to. How? Fuck, why? Now I'm just getting random cramps all over my body. Great. Fantastic. The misery only gets worse. Um, anyways, yeah, so I'm trying to figure out what to do about that, because that is something, like, I really do want to do, because that's why I was really unsatisfied with my animation job, was because it's like, I'm not making anything really that I feel personally invested in or want to make, so it didn't really feel like I didn't feel like really like I was giving it my all, because I probably wasn't, because like I said, I just didn't particularly care about the project. And the problem is, like, not I highly doubt this would ever happen, that I would get like some, you know, oh, some person's gonna see my channel with connections and they're going to offer me a job or something, and like, obviously that's never gonna happen. Um, But the thing is, even if that did happen, I would not want that, because it's like, oh yeah, you can do your own project. However, we the company do actually own it, so we can fire you at a moment's notice, and your intellectual property now belongs to us. So I wouldn't really want that, especially since I kind of already know for a fact that what I would want to make, they would not. No studio would really agree to it. Um, like it just wouldn't fly with any of them, I'm sure. Just because of the I don't know, just because of the way what I would want it to be, basically. Not gonna get into too many details, but it wouldn't be see, like, it's one of those things where I don't necessarily like, there's this kind of thing like you think of like Rick and Morty or something. You can like it's an offensive show, and you can tell that it's meant to be. I don't really want to make something like that. Like sort of more. It's like I don't want to make something that's offensive for the sake of being offensive. That's just a little bit like feels a bit cringe. If I was going to do something like that, which I would, um, it's like it would just be probably more offensive just because I wouldn't want to basically tone down what I work on because like okay, there is this thing. I think I've mentioned this, my opinion on this before many times. There is this thing that I've always noticed that I just this is like the thing I despise more than anything in any sort of entertainment. Man, it's the kind of modernization of everything. Like everything has to have modern standards. Like, it doesn't matter what time period it is. Everyone has to be basically act like a modern person. They need to have the same sensibilities, the same opinions on stuff, including things that's like obviously would not be seen as acceptable at the time. Now it's like, oh no, you have to say that that's fine because we won't want to offend anyone. But it's like that's not correct to the time period or the setting. It's sort of that, but on a different level, which is I don't like them doing that in sci-fi and fantasy specifically. It just kind of bugs me, the idea that it's like, really, so this fantasy or sci-fi world, like think of the things. I'm not going to get into too much specifics at the moment because I don't know if saying certain things will piss YouTube off. Um, but certain things that were not acceptable even 50 years ago are now apparently completely acceptable nowadays. So it's like, well, who's to say that those same things in like 100 years or 1,000 years would still be considered acceptable, and if they wouldn't be considered worse off than they were 50 years ago? Like it just really seems like a complete lack of imagination to me. That's just like, oh, everything's going to be exactly like it is right now forevermore because that's the way things are. It's sort of like that idea that progress really only goes one way. I think that's kind of what I'm getting at, but not quite exactly that. Like it's more just the idea, like I said, that there seems to be this idea that everything will always be the same as it is right now because for a lot of these, I mean, for all these people, this is the only time they've lived in, and this is the only time they can think of existing, and everything else is completely foreign and alien to them, which, is kind of what a world that is not ours would be like, rather than exactly like ours. So that's just kind of my issue with it, and I don't know. That's sort of what I'm kind of getting at, though. Is like I said, I wouldn't want to make something intentionally offensive just for the sake of being offensive, but it would be, like I don't really like modern things because it's just boring to like, oh, why would I want a show or a movie or anything set in a time period that I already live in? There's no escapism there. There's no. It just kind of we're just here where we already are. So it's like, in a different world or a different time period, things would be very different. So people would act differently, think differently, different things would be acceptable, different things wouldn't be. So it's like, yeah, that's kind of how I think it should. That's kind of what I would want to do. And like I said, that would end up a lot of the things, and that would be kind of considered offensive by modern standards. But, like I said, I wouldn't want to be intentionally. Well, I know I keep repeating myself. I'm trying to figure out the right way of saying, like, it not necessarily intentionally offensive, but being offensive isn't the sole point of it. It's just the fact that it would be incidentally by the nature of what it is, which would be something not aligning with modern values because I wouldn't want it to, because I would want it to be a different setting than modern times. I don't know if that made any sense at all, but that's what I'm going with. It was really hard finding good pictures of stoves. Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, so I'm also kind of concerned that if I do make something like that, somehow, I don't know how I'd manage to get the resources or ability to make something to the scale that I would want it to be. Um, I am sometimes concerned. It's like, would I even be able to put that on YouTube, or would I have to make like a, I don't know, an account on Rumble or something? Which I have thought about because I don't know. I just don't really. Oh, that reminds me. There was this. I don't know what it was. Like a couple weeks ago, maybe a month now. There was this survey that YouTube did for, it's like, oh, give us your opinions on this stuff, of what your experience on YouTube is. And, it was all just the questions that it's like, are you seriously asking that? It's like, oh, YouTube is a good platform that doesn't censor anyone. It's like, no, not obviously not in the slightest. You guys censor people all the time for the most minute things. It's like, oh, we're a trustworthy company that has the interest of all, like, we're fair about all of our, who we promote and who we don't. It's like, no, you don't. You obviously, like, again, it's just like all these questions, like, oh, do you agree with this or not? It's like, of course not. You guys are like so censorious and you're asking, like, hey, we're good, right? It's like, no, you're not. And yeah, it's like I said, I just don't trust YouTube to a great extent. And if I was making something a bit more kind of again, it's like not even necessarily controversial, just not what would be mainstream acceptable. It's probably something that would be like, 10 or 15 years ago, perfectly acceptable. No one would care. No one would think twice about it. But nowadays, it would be problematic. And it's like, yeah, I don't really want to necessarily risk that on YouTube nowadays. So I have kind of been thinking, like, should I make an account on, a slightly more platform that's a bit more tolerant of differing viewpoints and differing content other than what is acceptable by YouTube standards. My God, that train. It's like ghosts screaming in the distance. So annoying. God, even right now I'm having trouble keeping my eyes open. I'm not even tired, it's just they just hurt. which is by far the worst thing, because I kind of wish I was tired. So at least I could maybe then get to sleep and try to get a decent one for once, but nope. Ugh. Ugh. Everything just tastes bitter from the cold. It's like, I don't know. I don't really know how to describe it. It's just like everything just tastes gross. It feels gross. It's like, God, I just want this crap to end so that I can get back to doing something that I feel like is productive. Oh, shit. Oh, and the worst thing about this cold, too, is it's one of those ones where at the moment I'm currently freezing, but also I'm kind of sweaty at the same time and hot, so in the moment I put anything heavier on, I get really sweaty and just feel horrible. So it's like there's no solving any of it. It's just misery all the way down. Now it's looking pretty good. If I'm just gonna say now, if I suddenly disappear in the middle of this stream, I may have gone to throw up, because I'm actually kind of feeling like I might. Okay. I think this needs to come out a bit more. God, I feel horrible. Hmm. Honestly, I think this is looking pretty good. Just need the... I don't exactly know what this is, but I think it's like the little slider thing to open the chimney. I don't know. I've never had one of these stoves. I would love to. They're so nice. Okay, that looks pretty good. I just need to figure out what to do about the inside. Because none of these really show a good view of what the inside looks like on this. Just realized I had my mic turned off again. I don't know how long it's been off for. Oh, the tea tastes terrible. It I don't know. I'm just yeah, I'm not really feeling anything at the moment. Just God, I can't believe it's only been an hour. God, I'm tired. Ow. I really do regret deciding to stream. But like I said, I kind of felt like I had to since I made it to 100 subscribers. Just have to suffer through it. Such is my curse. Hmm. Well, it doesn't actually seem like there's much going on inside the stove, as far as I can tell. It's kind of just a empty space, so I'm not going to put any more effort into it than I need to. It's going to be closed most of the time anyways, and it's not like you're ever going to get a perfectly clear view into it. So, I uh, guess I'm going to rig it now. I don't feel like texturing at the moment, so I'm just going to leave that for another time. I've also got a roof height in mind, so that this could be used for, so I haven't decided how long that's going to be yet. I haven't checked recently. Can't tell if that's centered or not. Looks like it needs to go back one. Good. Oh, God. I might actually throw up at some point here. And as I said before, that would be a blessing. Just to get that crap out of my body already. Huh. Hmm. And now there's dog barking outside. Fantastic. Really getting the relaxing atmosphere I was hoping for. Nope, that's too high. Yeah, that's good. Oh, I'm actually getting a fairly good number of views for once. Pretty cool. Thanks everyone for showing up, even if you're only there for a moment. Still contributes to the numbers. Hang on. Oh, this is truly hellish. I'm constantly having to blow my nose, and every time I do, like, all the mucus is kind of like stuck in my throat, sort of. So like I said prior to this, like it does feel like every time I blow my nose, I'm gonna throw up. This is just hell. Okay. Ow. Ow. Oh my god. I'm not sitting in a good position, but I don't think there's any better one that won't. There's gotta be. Hang on. Oh god. Okay. That's marginally better. God, the views are actually going up pretty fast. That's very unusual. Oh well, I'm not complaining. At least not about the views. I'm definitely going to keep complaining about being sick and wishing I was dead. Or vomiting. No, that'd be a bad idea. I was just thinking, like, what music should I listen to while I'm doing this? I was just thinking, Death of the Universe no, Murder of the Universe, uh, by King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. Like, yeah, that'd be a terrible idea. Well, actually, maybe it wouldn't. Maybe it would make me want to throw up more. And maybe finally be able to get all this out of my system. I know it doesn't really work as well when it's just this little avatar here, but I do wonder how many views I'd get if I threw up on stream. Probably a concerningly more than you would want. Why does that look so weird? It's probably fine. Ugh. Okay. Right, I need to fix that. Okay. Ow. God, my eyes. This goddamn train, I swear to God. You guys can't hear the train at all, I'm sure. So I just seem like I'm crazy, but there is a train, trust me. And it is very annoying. What the fuck? Why did that happen? Go up there. There. Oh, no, that won't work. No, it won't. Hang on. Shit. What? No, come on. There. Sorry about that. Oh, shit. There. Okay, sorry about that. Just giving myself a moment to, I don't know, feel less like death. God, at this point, I really don't even know what to talk about. This is, I just got realized why this feels so uncomfortable. It's because this is, when I started streaming, I kept having dreams that I was in bed, but still streaming, like I'd just forgotten to turn off the stream or just left it up and went to bed, but was also still streaming. So I was thinking, oh, I should probably say something. I haven't said anything in for a while, but I'm too tired to, or I should, end the stream, but I don't want to get out of bed. And, just a real issue there. And of course, it was all a dream, but like I had that same dream basically every night for a week. No, for probably about a month or two, because it was like every single day I streamed, I had that same dream. And that's kind of what it feels like right now. It's like I should really say something or turn off the stream or do something, but just got no motivation one way or another. Okay, I think that's all good. Okay. Thing seems to be stretching. That works good. That... Oh, hang on, why is that not centered? Why isn't that... Wait. I thought I did center that. Huh. That works. Okay, good. That means the only thing to change is just this needs to be moved slightly. There we go, perfect. That looks pretty good. How does the legs look if I smooth them now? Probably still horrible. No, actually not. Could be worse. It'll get covered up a lot more when it's um, colored, textured is the word. Oh, ow. Oh, good. I'm getting the shivers again. Fantastic. Oh, ow. Oh, holy shit. I just checked my channel. I got 2 new subscribers. Thank you to whoever did that. If you're still watching, appreciate that greatly. Thanks. I wasn't expecting to get past 100. I was kind of expecting, get to 100, and it's probably just going to stay like that for a while. It's actually going pretty good. Thanks. Oh, oh God. Also doesn't help with the being sick thing that I've got a massive cramp on my, like, inner thigh for some reason. It's one of those, well, not inner thigh, like the hip joint. Like, it's one of those things where if I can pop the joint, which I have been able to do many times before, it would just instantly feel better, but it's not doing it. So I'm just kind of stuck suffering. Hang on, 1, 2. 7. I think the ceiling I'm basing this on is 10 tiles high. Looks about right. Let's put that there. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Okay, that's all done. I'm actually glad that I'm doing this because I've got a project that I kind of want to get somewhere with. Um, that I need to make a whole bunch of props for, and I'm kind of, it's nice that it's kept forcing me to do that with this stream. Hang on. Oh my god. I just leaned back slightly and my, entire spine cracked. Oh, that's not fun. Okay, what's another prop I need to make? Hmm. Oh god, I gotta be careful. I feel like I almost just fell asleep there. Well, I'm halfway through the stream. I think I can make it. Hopefully. But yeah, what do I need to make? Uh, Ugh. My tea is completely cold now. Just tastes like bad leaf water. Ugh. Ugh. All right, that's done with. Thank God. Hang on, I need to get a sweater on. Maybe. Ow. Oh, God. Fuck. I cannot believe how painful it is just to look up slightly. Ow. God. No, I'm not getting a sweater. It's just gonna make me get, well, sweaty. Okay. Okay, well, let's start something new. Oh God. This is what I hate the most about this cold is that I wake up feeling awful, and then over the day, I start to feel better and almost like feel completely better for the most part, except for a bit of soreness and blowing my nose and coughing. And then as soon as it kind of gets to around nighttime, I'm just right back to being in pain and feeling horrible and freezing. Like it's just never ending. Ugh. Hmm. God, I'm really trying to think what to make here. Oh, hello. Uh, I guess so. I'm not entirely sure what that means, but sure, I guess. Yeah. Hmm? All right, interesting. Not what I was expected to come out of the chat all of a sudden. What's wrong with Blender? Oh, thank you. Uh, what? Dare I ask? Yep, I feel that. I haven't had a good night's sleep in like 3, 4 days or something. Well, that's awkward. Don't envy you in your situation at all. I think this is the highest chat rate I've ever had in a stream. Kind of shocked. Hmm. Yeah, I kind of get that. That's definitely how I'm feeling at the moment. Hmm. I need to look up some stuff. I at one point made a list of all of the props I need to make at some point. And figure out if one of them will work for tonight. Where did I put those? Hmm. Well, those are appear to be gone forever. That's not. Oh, nope, never mind. Here they are. Oh, good. They're all stuff I've made already. Shit. Okay, then. Um, I'm not entirely sure what I'm building at the moment. I'm trying to figure that out. Hang on. I need to look up what that is. Oh, the big ring ship, right. Yeah, that'd be a rough one to try to model. Yikes, yeah. Hmm. Yeah, surprisingly, I've never, well, I don't think I've had problems. Blender sometimes crashes for me, but it's never really slowed down to any significant extent. Plus, when I was in college, I was learning to use Maya, so basically anything is a step up from that. Maya is just, oh, I can't stand it. Hang on. Oh, I'm struggling to figure out how to type words. Hang on. Okay. Should probably try to make a sofa or something. I haven't made one of those yet. Ooh, I like that. It's going to be a hellish one to try to model, but I'm going to give it a shot. No, I'm not. I don't feel like putting that much effort into anything right now. Let's try to find something slightly easier than... Hang on, how can I show this? Um, Hang on. This work? It does. Okay, yeah, this is what I was thinking of trying to model there, but it's like, yeah, I don't put that much, I'm not putting that much effort into something right now. That would be a nightmare. Uh, let's just try some kind of... Hmm. Okay, I think I might found something slightly easier. Yeah, an IKEA sofa would be a lot easier, admittedly. Mm. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I believed in Santa when I was young. Yeah, I believe I did. Uh, God, my neck. Everything's feels like I'm getting more sore by the hour. Yeah, that's nice. At least. Uh, hmm. Hang on. I'll I'm gonna have to be right back. I need to get some Advil or Tylenol or something. Oh God. Oh, that just pushing out my chair almost killed me. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Still in pain. Still freezing. If anything, nothing's gotten better and it's only gotten worse, so fantastic. Oh God. Okay. Looks like it's probably Um, I don't know, not really any particular reason, just it's a prop that I haven't made yet. Figured I should add it to the various other things I have. Use it in animations or something. Uh, oh, what the hell is that? Ah, nope. There. Okay. What? Why? Oh, there's already one there. Okay. Okay, it's not a bad start. I, hmm. What is... Oh, I see. Yep, that's what I thought. Oh, hang on, what the hell is going on down there? No? Why is that not working? Why? Oh, why is there... Um, I don't know, never really played any of the GTA games. It's not really... I mean, I've seen the trailer for it. It certainly looks nice in terms of, graphics and all that, but I'm not really too bothered one way or another, I suppose. Yeah, yeah, I don't really know what else to say about, like I said, the new game. There's a lot of games that I'm not really, well, actually, that just in general, I can't recall the last game or the next game that's coming out that I'm actually particularly excited for. Most of them just kind of, I don't know, I'm just not really into a lot of the, I don't know, not even just the modern games, just in general. I mean, if Half-Life 3 ever did happen, like, I've never played Half-Life either, But if Half-Life 3 ever did come out, it's like, well, you kind of just got to get it at that point. It's don't really have a choice in the matter. It's almost like you're compelled to do it. It's not quite looking the way I intend it to. Hmm. Why is that all weird? There we go. I'm just looking for something else to listen to here. Dylan Bender myself. Yes, I think I did. Um, well, not entirely by myself. I used a lot of tutorials I found online, but yeah, in terms of like, I didn't learn it in college or anything, or any paid courses. Just 1 second. Yeah, just found tutorials online and watched them and kind of worked it out. It is surprisingly simple when you compare it to something like Maya, which is just atrocious. I will never get over how terrible Maya is in comparison. I mean, first of all, just something I found out, because I used to work at an animation studio. Um, it was they were all using Maya, and so of course I had to as well. It was just like what it did to my computer. It was like, basically, if I close this and then open it again, it will open in about 10 seconds or something. Maya took closer to like 5 minutes to open on an empty scene. And then when you have to actually load in the scene you need to animate, it, with a whole bunch of props and stuff in it, it is like 10 times worse. And let me tell you, the problem with people in that industry is the modelers, because we were making it was a show for YouTube. I It's probably okay for me to say what it was, but I also don't want to possibly get into legal trouble, so I'm not going to actually say, because you never know, especially since I would absolutely be bad-mouthing it, not promoting it in any way. But yeah, the problem was that because it's a show, everything you make in the end uh, gets exported as an MP4. or, you know, as frames that will be, you know what I'm getting at. Like it's all going to be exported as PNGs, which will then be compiled into a video in like After Effects or Premiere or something, or just be directly turned into an MP4. So basically, no matter what, it doesn't matter what they do to the set. The reason I bring this up is because basically these were the heaviest sets ever. Like the amount of unnecessary things in them that just slowed down the whole process and made every shot take like a solid 10 minutes to 30 minutes to load. I guess they just didn't see it as a problem because, like I said, they knew that it's not like it's a video game where you need all of these things to be rendered in real time and, you know, not overload the computer so that it can actually run smoothly. That didn't matter in the case of a show that's, again, just the final project is an MP4. You could have the biggest file ever for the actual set, and it wouldn't affect the outcome of the video file. So that meant that they just didn't give the slightest crap about how absurdly overloaded these files were. And that meant that basically you could barely run anything. Oh, hello. And thank you. Uh, I completely forgot what I was going to say. Yeah. And thanks for the 100. I think you were Cake Noodles. I think you were the 90th subscriber or something. I can't remember, but you were, you know, thanks for helping me get there. Either way, I'm glad that it finally happened. But yeah, that's basically my rant about the animation industry. It's atrocious. 60? Wait. God, did I really have... That doesn't sound right, but then again, I am actually very shocked by how quickly, like, I ramped up in the most very recently. Like, I kind of thought that it's like, oh, I've had 90 subscribers for a while now, but it's like, no, that was actually only like the past month or something at most that happened. So yeah, I'm kind of completely forgotten how quickly things have increased over recent times here. Yes, that is correct. Yeah, I'll probably be playing some Valheim next stream, I would imagine. I think. I can't really think of what else I'd do. Oh god. Thank god there's only an hour left in the stream. I'm feeling like I'm getting more sick by the second and more closer to throwing up. Yeah, it's understandable. Everyone's especially busy this time of year. It's it's to be expected, I guess. Okay, how do I... Arms don't quite seem right. Whatever, I'll worry about that later. Let's get the legs going. Oh, God. See if I can get a better picture of what I'm using for reference here. Nope, it's, if anything, a worse. Yeah, that does not help me in the slightest. Okay. Uh, hmm. All right, guess I'm winging it. Excuse me. What the hell am I hearing? Weird. Sound like thunder for a moment there. That's unusual. Or it could be fireworks. That is way more common. People in this area will find literally any reason to set off fireworks at all hours of the night. It definitely sounds more like fireworks now that I hear it. Hmm. Actually, it might have been thunder. All right then. Okay. No, this would be better to do. Hmm. That's a bit problematic. Let's. Whoops. do that. Nope. That's better, I think. Maybe. I kind of, I guess. Oh my god. Definitely, I definitely think. Hopefully it happens after I'm done streaming, but it definitely feels like one of these times I blow my nose, I'm gonna throw up. And well, like I've said before, I'll definitely feel better like immediately afterwards. But it's never fun getting to that point. Hmm. Yeah, I think I'm undoing what I did here. Whoops, it's a little further back than I was expecting. Just this whole thing, like there's no need for that. I can texture it on probably better than modeling it. Oh, that's not looking bad. I don't know, just like that, I guess. No, that doesn't work. I think this needs to go back more. It's way too thick. That's better. This, though, I don't quite know how to deal with. Okay. Oh, God. Oh. Oh. Okay. Yeah, sorry about that. I just kind of, I don't know, was just sitting there trying to keep myself awake. All right. Yes, I am. Blender is definitely my preferred software. And it's free, which is always helpful. Making a decision on what to get. There. That looks a little rough, but it's probably fine. Hmm. Yeah, all right. Move. I just remembered something I wanted to check. Where is it? Hmm. Okay, then. I was just looking up something I've been kind of wanting to do with my little character model here for a while. Um, I was trying to look up how I can do arms. Like, 'cause of course I'm moving my hands around right now, but nothing's happening. Um, I've been kind of wanting to figure out how to get that working. Like, I already know what I need, I just haven't looked into it yet. Excuse me. Ugh. Okay, yeah, my uh the hand tracking thing, it's apparently fairly, well, I don't know if it's easy, but I found out the information I need for it. Uh, Actually, the biggest problem I have with doing it is that I need to have, basically I need to plug it in somewhere, and like I need this other thing called a leap motion, which weirdly enough I already have, and I've had for years. Um, when I first got Maya, because I was planning to, because I found out that there was this feature that you could use this leap motion to sculpt things in Maya, like by hand. It like tracks your hand movements and you can sculpt that way. Then it turned out that I didn't have the right version of Maya, so I was kind of screwed there and just kind of forgot about it. But then it turns out, by some absurd coincidence, it's a thing that you can use with this program that I'm using for my character model called VC Face. You can just use it to give yourself hand movements, which is kind of cool because, as I said, I got that thing. I think it was like Maya 2014 or something. So I got it like 6, 7, like 9 years ago or something, almost 10, probably around that time. Having no idea. I think that was before VTubers were even a thing. So it's like no way I could have predicted that I would need it. And then it just turns out, hey, that's a thing that you can use to give your character hand movements. So I'm kind of thinking over the week, not the weekend, maybe over the New Year. I was kind of thinking of trying that out because, obviously when I'm not sick anymore. But yeah, I feel like I have updated my character a fair bit. Ugh. Oh God, I feel horrible. Yeah, what was I saying? Because yeah, I've updated my character model a fair bit since I first started. Like now I've got eye movement, which you can just barely see, and I'm not gonna give a big demonstration of because looking around kind of hurts my eyes. I've got jaw movement now, so when I'm talking, it's actually, you can see my mouth moving up and down, which is cool. Um, and yeah, I think it would be a cool addition to have actual hand movement so that I can, because I do talk with my hands a fair bit when I'm doing this, and you'd never really know because it's not really, well, because you obviously can't see my hands. Plus, I just don't really like my character's arms being like straight down to the side like this. It just looks a bit awkward. Uh, so yeah, I think that would be a good addition to add at some point here. There's a few things I want to change about my character. I want to give him new hair. I'm not, I don't know, I'm not really too big on the hair. It's kind of just it's just a bucket with a texture on it. Like I am trying to figure out how to do better hair, like sort of like using planes to like just taking something like that and layering them up in different ways to give me actual like hair texture. It's very difficult. It's not the easiest thing to do with this level of pixels. Um It's especially problematic because there's, like I said before, I kind of want to do a bit more interesting things on my main channel, like animations with plot and kind of little series or something. And I would like the characters to have better looking hair than this. So I'm gonna have to try to figure that out. It's just a constant struggle of doing that means that I then need to export this model again into Unity and get it working, which I've done like 50 times now. It is such an arduous process. Like, oh, you would not believe how hellish it is trying to get it all to work. The one problem, though, with doing hair like that is it really doesn't like the outline I've got around my character right now. It really does not like planes. Like, it's what I'm using for it is the solidify modifier, and you just, there you go, kind of just expands it, flip the normals, and material offset. I'll just make something new too, as an example. Do that, and then that, and then now you've got, you know, an outline around it. Usually, you know, it would look better than that, but you know, that's how you do it. It's kind of the easiest way as far as I'm aware. What the hell is happening here? Oh, right. I forgot I had things in here that I never got rid of. There, that's better. Yeah, like you do an outline like that and it works all perfectly. But if you do that on a plane, it, as you can see, it really doesn't quite work properly with a plane. Did I just see it for a second? Yeah, so like I wouldn't really have a proper outline around my guy's hair. So I'm not really sure how I would deal with that in the best way. There is um in Unity, like some of the materials you can assign to your guy has like the little cartoon outline thing, and I'm not sure if that would work the way hang on a second. I thought there was actually in here. I'm not gonna go looking through all of my settings on stream here, but I thought there was actually something in VC Face that gave me an outline. So maybe I could skip that step, which I would really appreciate because it's actually really annoying trying to get this outline to work properly. So maybe I'll have to just see if I can avoid that and go an easier route. How's that? That's slightly better. God. Oh, it feels so hot in here. I'm sure it's not. This is the real hell of being sick, is like 1 minute I'm freezing to the point where I'm like shivering uncontrollably almost. And then the next second I'm cooking. It's just awful. I haven't gotten sick this bad in a long time. I haven't gotten sick in a long time, just in general. Hmm. I really, I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna curse myself or if this is a benefit to me, but just the way I'm feeling right now, oh God. Speak of which, I don't think there's any way I'm getting through tonight without throwing up. Oh God, I might actually do it in the next few minutes. Oh, oh boy. Oof, okay. Oh God, I just feel atrocious. I really wish I had planned out better and could have. No, I'm actually glad I didn't because I feel like if I didn't, even though I obviously it's not like the most exciting stream or the best half of it, it's just me talking about how I'm gonna throw up. But I'm glad I didn't do anything else for it because again it's like I made it to 100 subscribers. I don't kind of want to just blow it off with some random video put up instead of a stream. It kind of feels like it would be a bit cheap. So, as much as I'm suffering, I'm glad I did it this way. Oh, God. Oh, okay. I need to burn another 20 minutes on the stream, but I just don't want to model anymore. Oh, the worst part I just realized is I didn't bring in a character model here. So I have no idea if this is scaled even remotely correctly. Probably not. It looks very short. Oh God, everything looks weird now. Like, it looks proportionally correct. It's just I don't know if the scale is right for character models I'd be using it with. Ugh. Yeah, I'm just gonna look something up quickly. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Oh, God. Now here comes the dizziness. Fantastic. Just getting sickness bingo at the moment. Okay. Oh, God, my eyes. Oh, Jesus. Where's my mouse? There it is. I don't know. I'm not really feeling this couch. I'm gonna save it, but hmm. I forgot I made that. There's a whole bunch of models in here that I completely forgot that I made. Hmm. Well, at least, thank God, it's only 10 minutes left in the stream, so almost free to shut down and curl up into a ball and throw up everywhere. Yay. What a fun evening I have planned, huh? What the hell is going on there? Oh, what? Oh, right, of course. Oh, God. Oh my God, it's foggy out there. It's like almost can't see across the street. The hell? There's an apartment building across the street from me. And I could just see a cat sitting out in front of the door, just staring at it. It's like, I don't think there's anyone in there to let you in. Oh, there is actually. Come on, let the cat in, man. Doesn't look like it's gonna happen. Okay, at this point, oh, cat's wandered off somewhere. Okay, um, yeah, at this point, I'm really just trying to run out the clock here and hoping that I can finally rest and, I don't know, maybe have a shower or something. Hopefully make me feel a bit better. Fuck. God damn, how long was that off? I forgot to turn up. I was just rambling there as my outro and completely forgot to turn on my mic again. So I will start over. Thank you everyone for being here and for subscribing, especially those two new people who got me up to 102. Like I'm glad that I'm still continually getting more people rather than just stagnating at 100 or something. Um, in the chat too, I don't think I've ever had 4 people in the chat at once. I barely ever get even one, let alone 2 or more than that. So that was fantastic. Um, and of course, I want to say again, thank you everyone who subscribed. I cannot thank you enough. It's nice to see that all of my work that I'm putting into this channel is actually going somewhere, and it's not just a you know fruitless venture or whatever the correct term is. So it's nice to see that things are picking up. Um, hopefully, I get a lot more soon, because the thing is, the main goal here, of course, is 500 subscribers, because when you get to 500 subscribers, that is like kind of the first one of the major milestones to getting um monetized. There's a lot of police sirens out there. Mildly concerning. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. Like, even if I'm making like $2 a month on YouTube, just knowing that I'm getting anything back would be fantastic. Like, obviously, I'm doing this because I enjoy doing it, but you still want to get some kind of reward and like some like something tangible back, because it's one of those things. Like, I'm really not a big fan of the job I have at the moment, or any of the ones I've had, and I'm not expecting like I'm gonna suddenly be a professional YouTuber overnight or anything, but it would be nice to make a career out of this so that I can spend more time working on it. That would be nice. Uh, yeah, that's kind of a that's the next milestone. On that note, I do plan on making a sort of 100 subscriber thank you video, like a proper one, rather than this half-assed stream of sickness and sorrow. But that's not going to be happening for probably sometime after Christmas, maybe. Most likely. Hang on. It might happen before. Kind of depends here. I'll have to see, because it really all depends on when I'm feeling better and I can actually record something with a bit more enthusiasm. One moment. God, I can't wait until I no longer need to blow my nose every few minutes. But yeah, that's gonna be it. So yeah, expect that little video to be coming out at some point. I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna do for it. Like, I'm gonna just animate it like I would on any video on my main channel. Oh, I almost. Oh, that felt horrible. But I kind of want to do something a bit more special than that, but I haven't really decided yet. So I'll figure that out, and I guess see where that gets me. But yeah, once again, thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please press all the buttons and follow me in all the places, and keep subscribing, I guess, because I'm happy to have reached 100, but no need for it to stop there, right? Let's try to get to well, let's hope it doesn't take until next year to get like 500 or something. It might, because that's another 400 subscribers. But at the current rate I'm going, it might not actually be that hard to manage. Who knows? I almost feel like once you get to 100, you can almost expect some kind of exponential growth from there. I don't know if that's even remotely true, but that's kind of the way I feel like it should kind of be. What is this? Huh. Yeah, so hopefully I can get to that point soon. Maybe get monetized, maybe quit my job, maybe put more work into main channel videos. Like I said, not expecting that to happen in the next week or anything, or even the next couple months, but you know, I'm optimistic. Now that I've gotten to 100, it really feels like the ball's really rolling. So on that note, once again, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, press all buttons, follow me all the places. And of course, I hope to see you next time. Probably going to be Valheim. So yeah, hope to see you next time. But until then, good night. And thank you once again for getting me to 100. I could not be happier. Thank you so much. You guys are great. Bye. And hopefully I'm feeling less like death the next time I stream. Yeah. Yeah, that's the main goal here. But yeah, bye. Bye. Thanks again. Bye.